Do you feel stuck many a times, even when you're telling yourself that this isn't how you would really want to be, but you're not being able to do anything about it, and you don't know how do you get yourself moving? If that's something that you'd really like to find out, this is exactly what we're going to be sharing here in this very episode today. This is Dr. GopikaKumar, your communication and mindset coach. Let's get started with this right here. So here I'm going to be highlighting today about the difference between a growth mindset vis-a-vis a fixed mindset, right? Now imagine this, and I'm going to be highlighting using both the properties of a fixed mindset and a growth mindset and make that relatable to a metaphor here so that you're able to truly understand what we're really trying to convey. Now imagine that there is a flowing river. Now, can you imagine this being stagnant with water in it? Hard to even imagine, right? Because that's how we are able to understand that a river is adaptable, it's flexible, it's carving out its way, it's being able to create its own journey on, and how it's, creating its path on how it's moving from one step to another. That's the beauty of the river, right? Now that's what we relate to, and we also refer to it as a growth mindset here. So there are three important things that we really need to do to make sure that we're able to cultivate this growth mindset, which is a growth mindset, which means that we are ready to learn, we are ready to adapt, we are ready to be flexible, we are ready to change. Now this growth mindset talks about three most important steps that we need to inculcate that I'm going to be highlighting right here. So make a note of that for yourself, which is to cultivate this growth mindset. What is getting stuck are the thoughts, first of all. We always say that what we think is what we become, right? What we're thinking about who we are is what we end up becoming at the end of the day. Now imagine this doing for yourself. This is the person that you want to become, which means who is stuck. Then all that you need to think about is that why am I not being able to move? But now imagine twisting this entire game and turning this the other way around, which means I have a growth mindset. I'm looking at it more as like a flowing river. I don't want to be stagnant. So in my thoughts also, I will say that how do I move from here? That what is my next action step that I can take for myself? So the thoughts is something, the first thing that we need to change. Because with those thoughts, what you speak as words is going to make a difference. Everything that we speak today is a culmination on what we are thinking at the back of our mind. And as a result, whatever we end up speaking is what we end up doing consciously at the end of the day, which is our action step. So if you're feeling stuck, and that's the thought, those are my words, I'm stuck, I'm not being able to create a movement. And my action is that I'm going to stay put and I'm going to be looking at everybody, getting intimidated, getting influenced and thinking, how will I be able to overcome this? Now, that's definitely not the way out, right? But now apply the same strategy into a growth mindset. Into a growth mindset says that I'm feeling stuck. My thought says, all right, let's start reading up a book. Let's start listening to a podcast. Maybe let's listen to a mentor that I really follow. My thoughts and my words say that let me find out the right course, the right mentor, or the right book, or the right podcast. And with my words, I'm taking up the right action to inspire my own life so that I'm stopping the entire mindset which is feeling fixed. So it all starts with a culmination of your thoughts, leading itself to words, leading itself to an action. And we call this as your 3-stage process. And I'm going to be sharing my own personal journey in terms of the way that I have been learning constantly over a period of time. For many of you who might know, of course, that I am a Dr. GopikaKumar, which means that I have completed my PhD in my specific niche. But having said that, was it an easy journey? I mean, was I not happy just starting to work much earlier in my career? So in my first year of graduation, I had started to learn. While I was, learning and earning, and I was, doing my college and I was doing my first job, and I still remember, it would have been very easy for me to be able to shift and drift to that entire direction. But the entire thought process, thoughts, words, and action, this is the 3-stage process that we've been talking about, always pushed me towards ready to learn more, ready to adapt, and being able to put across more and more areas which can help me to become more aware about the skill sets that I would really like to learn. That's exactly what I did. I did my graduation. I did my post-graduation in the field of management. I did my entire master's in philosophy. I did my PhD in the area of management and soft skills. And today, what I talk about day in and day out, which is communication skills. And I easily had the option to remain fixed, to make sure that I had learned enough and I didn't really need to move myself into the other direction. But I still chose to make sure that I'm moving into the direction of a growth mindset. And as I said, a growth mindset is where you're constantly evolving, you're constantly learning, you're constantly challenging, you're constantly being flexible, adaptable, so that you can be a new version of yourself every other time that you look back, your different milestones that you've been able to achieve for yourself, right? I hope that you've been able to get that connected to your areas of life as well. So start working on creating a growth mindset by just practicing the 3-step strategy, which is to focus on the right thoughts, to words, to action, thereby cultivating the right mindset for your professional growth, right? Make sure that you have already subscribed to our channel. If you haven't done that so far, we continuously keep creating many such videos, and we would love to contribute a lot more. Make sure that if you can contribute, we would love to hear back what kind of themes and topics would you like to hear about from me. I would love to create videos on the same as well. For today, this is Dr. Gopika Kumar signing off.